Hello everyone, and welcome to another Vital Bracelet video. This time I'm going to be taking a look at the Vital Bracelet BE Run for the Money special set. Now, as far as I'm aware, it being this BE memory, doesn't actually get sold separately. You have to buy it alongside the new bracelet. I would assume that's because this bracelet has the more up-to-date firmware that is required for this BE memory, and yeah, so it's not too bad because it's a nice bright green color. And also, funnily enough, this anime is the anime that replaced Digimon Ghost Game in the time slot when it was airing in Japan. And funnily also enough is the fact that the Vital Bracelet BE is actually worn by the characters in the show, which is pretty cool that the Vital Bracelet is being worn across other anime universes. So what Run for the Money is, as far as I can tell, it appears to be an anime based on a long-running Japanese game show, which is called Run for the Money, I'm pretty sure, where you guessed it, Run for the Money. And now that means I'm now waiting on a Gaki no Tsukai Batsugemu Vital Bracelet BE, where if I laugh, someone appears from behind a door and hits me with a bat. So this is the Run for the Money Vital Bracelet BE. It's a very nice shade of green, so big fan of that. We also have the buttons being green. Speaking of BE buttons, they are known to break after less than 6 months, or at least lose their click, specifically the bottom one. So it is good to have many Vital Bracelet bands around. I kind of wish that maybe their QA was better, because that same issue existed for the Digivice V as well. So here it is, the Vital Bracelet BE Run for the Money. Has the logo, is a nice green colour, but I think I'll run it on my the one that I've been running it on, the 25th anniversary one, which the button has lost its click but still functions. So I'll insert that in. And also, the other reason for me loading this up, other than me being just too lazy to put it onto the app and then put it onto this, is to hopefully prevent people from asking whether or not this BE memory can be used on any Vital Bracelet BE, which a lot of people say that should be obvious that it does, because the Vital Bracelet BE is meant to run everything. However, people will still ask, and with the existence of the upcoming Vital Hero DC DIM card, which is vaguely... no one really knows if it's going to run yet. It hasn't been released as of recording this, and it's currently vaguely described as may not work, so it's not always obvious whether or not the BE memories or DIM cards will run. But as of recording this, everything that has been released is meant to work on the BE memory. So we're starting off in a similar way to the Monster, Ultraman, and Kamen Rider cards, with just the object instead of the egg. And it spins around for a bit, and it's complete. So we start off with the main character, and I haven't watched this. It's actually not streaming anywhere legally, which is kind of a shame. It does make sense because it is based on a game show. It may not be as easy to market to an audience outside of Japan who are not familiar with the game show. I know that I'm not familiar with the game show, so I can't really expect anybody to be. But when I was looking it up when it was announced that it would replace Ghost Game, I was kind of like, oh, it's based on a Japanese game show. And of course we have our charging cable, which is the same micro USB as all the other Vital Bracelets. I am hoping that for whatever the next Vital Bracelet release is, the Vital Bracelet BE 2 or whatever they decide to market it as, I hope that Bandai decide to go with a USB-C charging cable, like they have more recently done with the latest Tamagotchi release, which is the Tamagotchi Uni, because, like, not many things charge with micro USB anymore, more things charge with USB-C. So, yeah, we have our little guy here, and I'm guessing it functions in a similar way to the other anime characters' Vital Bracelet BE memories, in that you are unlocking characters and you kind of just evolve into other forms of that character, maybe with a different outfit, but typically you are unlocking characters in the adventure missions, as here. So, similar way to the other anime ones. Again, it is interesting that this Vital Bracelet is used in another anime that's not Digimon related. It makes me kind of hopeful for the future of the Vital Bracelet. It is nice that it started as just this Digimon thing, and then it had tie-ins with Ultraman and Kamen Rider, and then it even appeared in another anime once Ghost Game was over, and now, of course, with the Vital Hero DC release in America. However, the Vital Hero is still America only, so not sure if I'll be able to cover that. As many people have asked if I'll be covering it. It all comes down to how can I import it. Amazon US is very expensive shipping to Australia. I believe my Vital Hero was like twice as much as it would have been without the shipping. Like, I was paying essentially a cost of the another Vital Bracelet on top of the Vital Hero because of the shipping. So the import fees from Amazon US aren't particularly fantastic, so that's the answer, because I have been asked that by many people on various social media platforms. So yeah, we'll see if I can import it or if someone can send me one to Australia, because yes, Australia, not in America. But overall, I am kind of interested by the fact that there's this grey backing here. It feels very, like, bright, if that makes sense. Like, I kind of expected it to just be a solid black here, and I don't know, I like the green buttons. Like, I am tempted to maybe swap the band onto this. However, that icon will probably be rubbed off, which is why I assume the 25th anniversary doesn't have a logo there when you remove the shell. It's just blank. But, yeah, the one negative about why I haven't swapped the Vital Bracelet BE for one that has better buttons yet is because, as far as I can tell, the adventure mission progress doesn't transfer onto the app and back from the app like it does with the older Vital Bracelet, with the older app. So that is a shame. But yes, anyway, now I have a new anime friend. The background is, I don't know, it looks like there's like the ground there because it's just solid blue. It looks like it's meant to be filled in with something, like there's no texture there. It just looks like it's walking on water, but without any texture. But anyway, that's it for the Vital Bracelet Run for the Money set. Again, as far as I'm aware, you can't just buy this BE memory separately. You have to buy it with the green band, which isn't too bad because I like green. I like the colour, and the BE memory itself is kind of nice coloured. But yeah, that's it for another Vital Bracelet video. Let me know your thoughts, comments, questions, etc., etc. in the comment section below. If you want to know more about the Vital Bracelet BE, I suggest looking at all my other coverage. I can't talk right now, so my apologies. Check out my other videos about the Vital Bracelet BE, where I go more into the overall functionality of them, like training them, like evolving them. So check out my other videos if you're curious about the rest of the functionality, or just ask in the comments below and I'll refer you to a video, or just answer your question depending on what it is. So like this video for the Vital Bracelet existing in another anime universe. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you have subscribed, tell your friends, tell your families, tell your enemies, and of course, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!